Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Let me make sure. Yep, the mic is working. So I'm going to do some nickel stuff. These are buffalo nickels that I've had for a while and we can't see the dates. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick. We're going to put it under here and we're going to figure out the dates. But I got to put some gloves on for one. I suggest using gloves because it is a chemical. And for two, don't leave it on very long. And for three, use a disposable rag, not a rag that you can have around the house for a while, because I don't know what it would do. So, hey, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Make sure you ping in so I know you're out there. We're going to do some nickel stuff. So I have some nickels that don't have a date on them. Like this one here. And so what we're using is this nickel date restorer. And it's right here. And it's for nickels. Apply one drop to the date area of the coin. When date becomes visible, wash the coin in water. Repeat process if necessary. So I'm just going to have a bottle here when we're all done and just drop the coins into them if they don't go in the book. And we'll see how it goes. But it is a pretty neat trick. So this book here is one that I'm building. It's got, of course, some of the early date buffaloes are what I'm looking for. And then a little bit in the mid, let me put on some glasses. These are 1919s. These are 15s. These are 13s. So, yeah, we have some 13s, some 14s, 15s, 17s, 18s, 19s, 24s. And then I'm all filled up over here except for a 31S. I do thank you all for coming in. Let me open this widget up and see what it says. It says I'm having a hard time streaming, but I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to kind of push this book back out of the way. I suggest having a paper towel or two. And I'll show you how we'll just put it on there. We'll see the date. And the mint marks always stay visible most of the time. So let's look at this one. And this one is... I just got done with my mailings. If you're out there and I owe you a mailing, it did go out today. So there's no mint mark because it would be down here on the bottom of the 5 cents. So this is out of Philly. And if you look, we really can't see the date there, right? So let's just put one drop on it. And then we'll be able to see it through the bubble. You'll see it appear through that bubble. See it appear? It's a 23. So what? Now that we've seen it, we'll just pull that nickel date back off of there with a little paper towel. So this is a 23, and I already have the 23. Yeah, I have all three of the 23s. So I will file it in the 23 slot. over here. 21, 22. And as you guys can see, these are all the buffaloes that have dates to them. And so I just dropped it in the 23 slot. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So I'm just looking for a couple of key dates. That would be cool to find a key date. Hey, Mark, how are you, bud? Lurkers, reveal yourselves. Oh, no, well, what's going to happen is this is a vertical stream, so we're going to have a lot of people that aren't going to reveal themselves, which is fine. I get it. They don't know us very good, do they, Mark? Mark, thanks for coming in. Let's look at this one. So you can see there's absolutely no date left on this coin. I've never had one that wouldn't show, but the date's going to come in right here, right below these two strings. So let's put a drop on there and see what we come up with. This one might be a cool one to have. Now you should see it start to appear. We'll just wait on it. Might have to move it around. Do you see the 18 coming out there? I think it's an 18. We'll leave it on a little bit longer. Yeah, it's an 18. So let me pull that nicodate off of there. Wash it off. Old Town, how are you, bud? Let me get a pop-out chat here so I can see you guys. I know you guys don't like the vertical stream. My usual people don't like the vertical stream. But let's look back at it. Look at that, 1918. And then we'll look for the mint mark. No mint mark. 1918 Philly. And I already have the 1918 Philly. So I will put it in the 1918 Philly slot. Right there. Let's do another one. Well, that one might be 25. Too hard to see. So we'll put a drop on it. Thank you all for subscribing. I do appreciate that. I think this is a 25. Shouldn't take much. Homestead, I'm happy you're having a good day. Now you can see it back there, 25. So we'll pull this back off. We'll look at it again. Well, the 5 definitely popped out. So it's going to be a 25. Because the 15 would, that you can kind of see the 2. So we're going to do the 1925. And for anybody who just came in, if you look at this, I'll show you under the scope. This is what we're using. We're using Nicodate Date Restore for nickels. And I'm using the piece of paper that came with the Nicodate as a workspace. But this is it. And it says wash coin in water and repeat the process if necessary. Well, if it's done right, you shouldn't have to repeat it. So let's do another one. Oh, this one is 25. I already have the 25. I have the 25 Philly, Denver, and the S mint mark. Some of these nickels that were made, like, what would that be? Let me see. Later on in DS, let me give you a year that they didn't do it at all 3 mints. 24. The 20. Oh, they did. 19. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. It must be over here. Yeah, so in 29, they did Philly, Denver, and San Francisco. But in 30, they only did Philly and San Francisco. So I'm looking for a 31S to complete that page. And this one came back at a 25 that we don't need, so I'll put it in there. Here's another one that we're going to do right here. We'll get in there closer, see if we can read it. If we can read it, there's no need for me to nicodate it, right? No, we can't read it because right down here at the bottom of these two strings will be one of the numbers. So let's just do a drop on there. Sometimes you can read it right away. I think that was a 23. Hey, Arizona, how are you? How's it going today? Well, I hope. Good afternoon, Mark Thomas, Old Town, in Arizona. Shroom Day, what's going on? Not a whole lot happening, just trying to stay warm. Yeah, we had 8 inches of snow that fell 2 days ago. Not last night, the night before. 8 inches. And then by the morning, I had the sidewalks and everything cleared. This is a 23. And if you're looking for the mint mark, it would be right down here below the C. It's not there, so it's 23 Philly. And we do not need the 23 Philly. So we'll drop it in the 23 Philly slot. So as of today, all 8 inches of snow are gone. There's a couple patches, but besides that, it's all gone already. And it was heavy snow. That's what it does here in Colorado for us, just on the east side of the mountains. 2 days here in upstate New York, and it was the mid-60s. Now it's back to below freezing with real high winds. That's no bueno. I hate wind. I hate it. Now this one here, we can't even see anything. So we'll drop it on there. Smaller the dot, the better, in my opinion. Let's see what it says. Well, I hope you stay warm, my friend. We got 18 people in the room. Wildcard, what's going on, bud? Hey, you should have got an email with some tracking. Wildcard, I just dropped it off. I was going to say 13 decades. Yeah. It does work well, like we're seeing right now. If you catch it early and it hasn't done a lot of work, you can see through it. It does work well. So this one we can't quite see through. So now it's been on there a long time and it's getting dark. So let's just get it off of there and look and see. Now all of them, you can't always find it. But looks like that one is a 13 Philly, because we already looked for the mint mark and there was no mint mark. But for the 13 Philly, I need it. Look. Right here. I have the 13. Oh, I have the 13 raised ground because I bought that one. But this is the 13 Philly. So I'm going to put it in there. Sorry about coughing there. And for those of you who do follow me, Sidekick is getting much better. Well, we can't quite see the date on this one. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. It looks just like this. But you definitely don't want it getting all over the place because it's really harsh. It's bad on coins for sure. But if you're dealing with a date that you can't see, well, as soon as you put it on, you can almost see it perfectly. Still can't see that, can we? We'll give it a couple seconds, then I'll take it off. Shroom Day, how you been? Thanks for coming in. Now, what do we got? It does look like a 13 or a 23. It really didn't tell us. I think that is a 13, but I'm going to do a double hit on this one. Right there is where we're looking. I've been hanging in there. This year has been rough so far, but still making the most of it. Yeah, this year sucks. As a matter of fact, I hate this year. Everything that could go wrong went wrong this year. But, you know, if you get rid of all the bad stuff, bad juju at the beginning of the year, maybe the rest of the year will go all right. It does look like a 16 to me, in my opinion, but that's going to be a hard date to get a hold of. I can kind of see it better from a distance. So I'm going to give that a 16, and I'm going to give it a Philly, and I already have that in my book. So I will drop it in the 16 slot and move on. No mint mark. Hey, Moose, how are you? Your pack went out, bud. This one, I don't know. Might be a 17. How's the day treating you, Moose? Muse. I mused him. Ugh. Definitely want to use gloves when you're using this stuff. How do I change the bit rate on my stream? What's it asking me for? It looks like another 17. Do you see the 17? 1917 Philly. And 1917 Philly. I already got. Another Philly. Another one I can't tell. How does it pull a day when it's wiped out? Is it a hardness thing or something? I think so. I don't think it's a hardness thing. Well, I think it's a smashed coin thing. I think that where the coin was smashed differently from surrounding areas, I think it pops out a little easier. But they can do this on serial numbers on guns, because serial numbers on guns are stamped, and if you grind it off, the stamp goes all the way through the metal. It goes from one side all the way out the other side. So even on the other side of the metal, you could grind it down and throw whatever chemical they got, and it would show you the reverse date on the other side of the metal because it pushed all the way through the metal. So this is a 1919, and I do have the 1919 Philly already. So we will move on from that one. 19 goes there. What is this one? Let me see if I can find one with a mint mark on it. Ooh, this one does not have a mint mark. Do we want to hunt for a mint mark on this one? I don't think so. I think we'd be wasting our time looking for that mint mark. Look, this one's been nickel-dated before. You can see how it's discolored there. So let's do it again. Let's see if they just didn't get through to it or what. Around the date, the acid will eat the metals at the different rate. Thus, date can become visible again. Hey, Frostbite, how are you, bud? AZ, welcome in. Thank you guys for coming in. How did you guys find me today? Was it through your shorts feed or? Hey, Red, what's going on, bud? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Let's get that off of there and see if we come up with a date now. Frosty, your pack's out. Whoa. YouTube note. Eunice, thank you. Eunice, your pack is out. We can't catch a date on this one, which is all right with me. It came up as YT Live. Yep. Well, let's see what comes up with this one. Thank you for the subscription. I do appreciate that. Looks like a 15. You see it pop right out? It just like boom. Fell right out of there. That one's going to be a 15. And I need all the 15s. Oh, so I did catch another one. And this was a 15 Philly. Yeah, 1915 came up quick, didn't it? And we got another one for the book. 21 million minted of that nickel. That's fun. This looks like a 14. Somebody's already nickel-dated it. Looks like a 16 or an 18. It looks like an 18 to me. If we got rid of that glow. It looks like an 18 to me. Oh, in order. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. Look, it is an 18 now that we left it on there longer. Let me, I have the 18 Philly. And that's what this one is. Oh no. This one is 18 Denver. I do not have that. Boom. What's this one? We don't know. Ant, I'm sorry about that. $26 in a room. Thank you all for that. Is lower than the recommended bit rate. I don't know how. Can you, Frosty? Are you back there? That one is not wanting to come out of there. I can't catch a date off of that one. That one's going to be... You can see it's been liquidated before. Let's see what we got here. 29. Well, there's part of a date there, so we'll probably be able to catch it. I already said, but Jack D. Ripper. It is not an oil. It is called Nicodate. Let me finish this right here. See if we can't get the date out of this one. And then I'll show you the bottle. Yeah, it's not bulletproof for sure. Look at that one's a 15. See it coming out of there? Oh no, it looks like it's a 16 to me. Oh yeah, I just saw the 6 closed. So it's a 16. And I need a 16 DNS. So let's see if this has a mint mark. It does. I think that's an S. Let's nicodate it just to see. I've never dated a mint mark. It's that little teeny bubble down below is what we're trying to bring out all the way down here. Right there. Oh, I can see it coming out now. It's an S. Let me get that off of there. It's a good book filler. $16 S. We have found 3. That is 11.9 million minted. Yes, 16S. 11.9. The lowest mintage ones would be the 15D at 7.1 and then the 13D at 4.2. And the 13S and 13... Oh, remember that 13S has that raised ground? Okay. Who asked that? That was Jack the Ripper. For nickels, this is the bottle. And it's not an oil. I'll let you See what's going on with the bottle. Apply 1 drop to date area of coin. When date becomes visible, wash coin with water. Repeat process if necessary. Harmful if swallowed, but it's called Nicodate, date restorer. No problem. Thank you for coming in. Here's another one. Don't know the date of this one. Well, it feels like summer here, man. Seems expensive. No, it was only $6. It's ferric chloride, whatever that is. Ferric chloride. Ferric chloride. Avoid contact with eyes or prolonged contact with the skin. Give 1 or 2 glasses of milk or water and call a physician if you drink it. Flush with water if you get it on you. Flush thoroughly with water and get medical attention if you squirt it in your eyes. I don't see the date coming out there. Oh, man. Oh, there it is, 1915. It's a 1915. Oh, we don't know. I think I saw 15, bro. One or 2 glasses of milk if you drink it. Yeah, that's just in case you lost your mind and you started to drink it. We're looking for a mint mark right there. I don't think we're going to find one. Yeah, it was definitely more clear. And it was a 15. We're going to give it 15 Denver, so. And I don't need it. Yeah. Well, do you really? I mean, it would take me. I don't think I could ever use this much. Let's pull it off. See what we got. We got 25 viewers in here. Everybody ping in. If you're new to my channel, oh, crap, I need to fire off the bot. So you guys get your points. Okay, I'm bringing up the bot now. If you're back there, there's 28 of you. At least type a period, and then the bot will help you accumulate coins for giveaways, for Friday and Saturday nights giveaways. It's coming up right now. Make it, if I looked into it, I make my own liver of sulfur and works better than the store-bought stuff. Science is a ton of fun. Shroom Day, I'm all about it. I'm not a very sharp guy, though. Mountain, thank you for being here. Shroom Day, Moose Socks, thank you. Moose, thank you for carrying around the wrench. You are the only moderator in here, bro. I don't see any date on this one, which is kind of a bummer. Some people find coin collecting boring, but coming across this was refreshing because I used to collect when I was a kid, but never got into it in adult life. Well, I'll tell you what, you're in the right area to find some friends in the coin collecting community, because I may have a big number on my channel, followers, but the followers that come into my room are really knowledgeable, and they are true coin collectors. That's a 24 out of Philly, and I don't need a 24 out of Philly. I need a 24 out of Denver and San Francisco. That doesn't help us. 21, 22, 23, 24. That's a 27. I have all the 27s. So, boom. Cornicell, what's going on, bud? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. And Jack the Ripper, you are welcome in anytime, sir. Let's see if we can scrape a date off of that one. It looks like a 29 to me. Yeah, it looks like a 29. I don't think we need to put Nick a date on here. It's a 29 Philly. And I got the 29s. I need the 31S. So we'll drop that in the 29 slot. Moving on. Philly. Well, I think that was a 23. But yeah, Jack, like was stated there, this coin community, the people in it are what makes the coin community good. Strong, fun. Yeah, it's a 23. I do auctions. I haven't done a lot lately. Been dealing with life's issues. That's a 23 Philly. I do not need a 23 Philly. I have it, but I'll file it. How about this one? Yeah, you'll have fun in here. That's a 25. Well, you'll have fun in the coin community. Anybody in here who wants to do exclamation point find me, the bot is up and running, so all one word, exclamation point find me, as all one word, and it will throw your channel link, and you guys can swap channel subscribbles. Thanks for watching the one and only video. Hey, I aims to please. I knocked that out. If I can get around, I get around. I don't see that one, so we're going to have to nicodate that one. Oh, absolutely no problem. The bot is, and whenever you come in here, just remember the bot does that. That's the reason I set it up like that. So you guys, so my mods don't have to work. Everybody can enjoy themselves. And you still get to find friends. You know what I meant? Ooh, coming out. Date's coming out. I want the date to show. Got my fat head in the road. It looks like a 25 to me. Inkman, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate you. That was a 25. And let's look for S. Ding, 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 ding. 25S. I already got that one. But it might be better. No, it's not better. 25S. I guarantee you this. Somebody needs that. Just got home from work. I did my running around today. I swear to God, every time I eat a little bit of starch, man, I get tired. My eyelids start drooping. It doesn't matter what kind of coffee I have. And I think all coffee's bunk these days. Energy drinks, they don't do anything for me. I'm immune to those. That's a 25 Philly. You laughing because I called it bunk? You know you are. That's a 19. Don't know. A mod should ban shroom data. Oh wait, that's me. No, you're not gonna get. There's channels that push the envelope all the time. You are not one of them. And those channels stick out in my mind. Ooh, is that an 18? Show it. And it's an 18 Philly. And I got that one, I think. Yeah, I need the 18S. But that's all right. This one is a Denver. This one's going to be a keeper. Watch. If we can get down to the date. I think it's going to be an 18 Denver. I already have a Nicodated 18 Denver. So we'll see. Anybody have any plans? Need to switch over to the phone. Got to run. Pick up duty. Oh. Why would you pick up duty? I know what you're saying, bro. You've got pickup duty to do. Got it. I should be doing pickup duty in the backyard is what I should be doing. Got in half an ounce of platinum today. All intense. Hey, that's neat. And platinum's been making a run, hasn't it? If I remember correctly. I think platinum's gone up some. I have quite a bit of platinum. Look how that popped out. It's a 20. Denver. I don't need it. Darn it. $27. Philly. Don't need that one. 27. Philly. 2 ounces total. That's fun. Hey, Doctor Who. Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate you. Anybody who's back there lurking, please check in. Even if you punch a period or throw the middle finger emoji or whatever, make sure you ping in, because the bot will be getting you coins if you ping in. You can't, the bot doesn't know you're there unless you ping in. This is an S. We don't know. Hey, Ashes, how are you, bud? Ashes, I was going to send you an email. I was going to look at flights today. I need to know the date and what airport. So I got to get a rental car lined up and all sorts of bullshit. If you want to send it to me in an email, you can do that. Mark, thank you for coming in. This is a 16. And Ashes, I did get the coins that you just recently sent. And Ashes, your pack is on its way. That's a 16S, not a D. And the 16, well, I guess I don't know. Is that a D or an S? Let's figure it out. I think you did AA. I are what I are, and that's all that I are. Oh, wait. Guess it depends on if you are a dealer or a collector or auctioneer. Well, in this coin community, you can be everything. You can be a collector, and see how the S came out? You can be a collector. You can also be a dealer and buy a lot and flip it to your buddies and let them make some money, or you can be an auctioneer. And I think a lot of channels in this coin community are all three. I think they are a dealer, auctioneer, and then also collectors. But everybody has their little niche, you know what I mean? Everybody has their own little thing that they like to collect. I'm a ancient gold shipwreck coin guy. A lot of people like typesets. A lot of people like filling books, all sorts of different coin books that buy and resell. That's one of the great things about it. We get a lot of deals you won't get in the coin shop. Yeah. So on my channel, Jack, since you seem like you're really into sticking around and hanging out and figuring stuff out, grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and I want to tell you a couple quick things, and you write them down. If you can't do that, make sure you come in on a Friday or Saturday night and ask me for, the things that I need to write down about coin collecting. But if you can do it right now, I'll tell you what's going on. That's a 35 Philly. We don't need that. We don't need that one. There is a, I don't know what that one is. I think that's a 13. You guys want to bet? Okay, Jack, so here it is. You hear people talk about, write down the red book. Write down red book. That's not a book to go by. Write down the gray sheet. The gray sheet is a dealer's price tag. Okay. If you go online and you're looking at eBay comps, what we call comps, or comparisons, what did the last joker pay for a coin from this joker? Comparisons are good to go by as long as you have multiple comparisons. They can be on a $200 item, there can be $40 range from what somebody paid on the 18th of this month to what somebody paid on the 29th of this month. It's all about supply and demand and whether you can find that coin for another place cheaper, or if you're just over hunting it, you found it, now you want to buy it, right? So go by the gray sheet. If you're really looking at buying some coins and spending, even if you're spending $500 on coins, it's worth getting your hands on gray sheet, if just for a month, because it will give you a really bad taste in your mouth as a coin collector, when you get a coin home that you bought and were so fucking excited over, and you look it up and you find you overpaid by $80. It's just like, how did that happen? Well, by having the gray sheet and not going by the red book. The red book is put out every 3 months or every year or whatever. I don't even own it, so I don't know. But always go by the gray sheet. That's going to be the number that the dealer is using to figure out their profit margins, right? So when I buy coins, I have to buy under gray sheet because I want the people that buy from me to get it at gray sheet. Don't use the scans for NGC or PCGS because those are usually 20% higher than what the coin is worth. And remember, if a coin is slabbed, it has a plastic case from PCGS or NGC, doesn't necessarily mean it's worth more. The coin is still what the coin is worth through gray sheet. But now you have a coin that there's no doubt most of the time whether it's authentic, what its grade is, and it gives you a starting point of where you might want to buy the coin. Now, you might see people overpay on some of these channels in the coin community, and the reason they do that is to support the channel. But the channel doesn't always let that happen. The channel will let them get to a point to where it's ridiculous and then stop it. I do it a lot of times where if I do a bin on an item and then multiple people want the great deal on that bin, I'll put them all on a wheel. 5 people want the same item. They want to pay the same bin item price. I'll put all 5 of them on a wheel and whoever wins, wins. So that's where you should be with auctions and buying in the community. Don't even think about going to Whatnot until you know what you're doing, and then you definitely won't go to Whatnot. Don't do that. Don't buy through Facebook Marketplace or Facebook Coins. I personally have never bought through Facebook. I've sold through Facebook. I have never bought through Facebook because I can't trust anybody. I have to trust right here. And just recently I bought a coin the other day that I thought was a great deal, and the seller thought it was a great deal for me, and then we go to find out the coin is fake. Well, it's not the seller's. The seller didn't know, and I didn't know until I got it. I really didn't know until I took it down. But it was a lot of money, and the seller's going to reimburse me and see what they can do on their end. But as long as you know the people, you should be able to recover your monies back. If you don't know them, you're never going to recover. So try to stay away from Facebook. Try to stay away from Redbook. Know what you're doing when you go into a coin shop or into a coin show. Here's one rule that I have. If I go to a coin show and I go in the morning, a lot of coin shows will scramble the internet so you can't figure it out. So you can't figure out what the coin's worth because you have no Google. They've blocked it within the building itself. And yes, that is a thing. And yes, it does happen. So what I do is I make notes and I go and I figure stuff out for the morning time. Then I go to lunch and then I will go and do all my Googling, my interweb stuff over lunch, and then I'll go back. If the coin is gone, then it's gone. It wasn't destined to be. But if it's still there and I know it's a good deal, it's one to buy, right? So that's another thing to do is make sure you know what you're buying and don't just sporadic on the moment buy something. Make sure you know what you're paying for, because the worst thing ever is to get home and find out you overpaid. It's terrible. So I hope you got some notes out of that, and that's one way to keep yourself safe. And really, anybody, if you see Inkman, Ashes, Mark Thomas, Shroom Day, who else do we have in here? If I'm missing you, I'm sorry. Moosox, Coinacell, Old Town, Mountain Coin Accord, Eunice, all these channels, I would definitely verify that they are a good one to buy and sell from. AZ, Big Silver, which is Anorta. A lot of people change names. Frostbite. A lot of people change names because they just get bored with it down the road. But yeah, almost every. If you see somebody in here that steps in the room, like you, Jack, you came in with Jack the Ripper, and we thought, oh boy, here's another troll guy. But then you stuck, and you ask questions, and you ask legitimate questions. We're all about helping you. So research before you buy at all costs. Yes, do not buy unless you know, because a lot of times, and if you're thinking of reselling, you always have to have room to resell, right? So you always have to come in a little low to be able to resell, because you don't want the person you sell to get a crappy deal, right? Yeah, Moose, I know. So that's it. At auctions also, and auctions will drag you through the mud, especially auction houses. We're like, they'll bring up some coins at an auction house, and you'll see that the opening bid is $23. Well, if you do your work and you do your check it all out, that's probably what it's worth, is $23. And the auction house has started it there. That's why I don't, unless they don't know, I don't even do auctions that way either. I have a 27 piece dollar massive strike through. Come to find out, it's totally fake. That's what I'm saying. A great start. Red Book is a great resource to ID the grade as well as PCGS photo grade. Lots of free apps to help you. Yes. Whenever you grab if you're using a scan app, let me show you. They have NGC and PCGS scan apps, and I'll show them to you. Here is the PCGS scan app, and there's the NGC. And then if you look right over here, I pay for this service, which is Graysheet. I don't do anything without Graysheet anymore. I have to have Graysheet. Graysheet gives me my number. Big says, don't go buy the Red Book and scans for NGC or PCGS, right? Okay, if you get a scan number, okay, if you go to Whatnot and you watch people sell coins on Whatnot, they started at what the scan is. That's not the number. It's 20% below what the scan price is of that coin. If it's a PCGS mint state 69, I don't know, Morgan dollar from 2021. If it comes in and it scans at $180, that is not a $180 coin. You got to take 20% off of that. So that's $36. So you take $36 off of the 180. So what does that give you? 140 something? That's the price tag of the coin. About. If you can get it for under that, you're doing great. And that's what I do, is I try to get the coins for under that, because everything I can make under that to that price threshold is profit. Subtract percentages for invoicing and all that other business crap. My channel is strictly run on I pay taxes on it yearly, and matter of fact, I got a gnarly couple months coming up. So the auction's all over price it's worth. You're basically only going if you want a specific one, I guess. Yeah, if you want something, you've been looking at it for a long time, and finally you found it, just be careful not to overbuy. Yeah, and I don't go by the Red Book. It is a reference book, but I don't go by it. I don't even own one. I own an old one. It looks like a 16. Looks like a 15. Or is that a 13? I think that's a 13. I don't like whatnot. It wants my credit card number before doing anything. Yeah, and that's another thing is, okay, so you win a bid on whatnot and you get it home and it's not what you thought it was, and you say, well, I can't get in touch with them. That is a 13. Come on, Denver. Nope, Philly. And you get it home, it's not what they described it as. You try to call whatnot, there is no getting in touch with whatnot. So you call your credit company and you say, hey, this is not what I wanted to buy. And they're all like, you've done business before with whatnot, we can't reverse it. So maybe you had one good buy and you accepted the one buy. You cannot reverse it if you've had if you've bought from them before and didn't fight for the money back. They won't listen to your story. You pay what you feel comfortable paying and are happy with. You might overpay, you could underpay, just be happy. That's what I'm saying. Don't buy and then get it home and be upset. That is a 13. Philly doesn't help. Ooh, got an S. Hey, Johnny, what's going on, bud? Thank you for carrying around the wrench. Appreciate it. Well, this is an S, and I don't know the date. Come on. Mr. T. Oh, that looks like a 19 to me. I don't know. Might be another 13. I don't know. Just got your notification, man. I'm slow at least. Yeah, I've been on about an hour. I don't really know how long I've been on, as a matter of fact. Hour and 15. Oh, it's a 19. See how it popped out there? 1919. 1919S. Johnny, welcome. Hey, I need that one. 1919. Was it an S? Absolutely. Goes right there. You're so excited we're here, huh, Johnny? Darn it. Oh, 29 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's 29. $29 Philly. We don't need it. I do need a 31S though. You do. They're being good right now. Backyard's a mess. We got 8 inches of snow. Not last night, but the night before. I think this is a 26. But it's almost all gone now. The only places it's not gone is in the shadows. Well, let's pull it back and see. 22 in the room. What's a 20? Philly. Already have a 20. Already have a 20 Philly. It's a 440. Ashes, are you off? Well, at least heading home. 23. Philly, don't need it. Eunice, how are you today? I don't know what that one is. My life is too, Johnny. I'm so bored right now. My dad's. Are we on for Friday and Saturday regular schedule? Yes. My father's house will go on the market tomorrow. My sister-in-law's house has been on the market for 3 or 4 weeks. Went from 58 yesterday to 27 this morning. I think we're 70 right now. And we were 20 degrees 2 nights ago when it snowed. We are 66. So Philly, it's not going to help us out. I think I have every Philly. All the fruit trees are budding. I guess I didn't look at my apple tree. I guess it would be. It's about time. Numismaniac, what's going on, bud? Thank you for coming in. 13 Fahrenheit. Oh, man. That's cold. You guys You guys up there pay extra money for that cold weather, though. You get super excited when you see that the weather's going to dip. You know, I drove through Canada last time I went through Chicago, and I dipped into Canada and drove all the way to Niagara Falls. What an incredible, incredible country you guys have. I mean, the roads were exquisite. I'd never seen anything like it. I've gone to Mexico, I've gone to Canada, and that's my extent of leaving the country. But man, your roads were nice. Holy crap. I didn't want to leave. They were so nice. And they started putting out new Dansko albums. I do not know. That's a 28. I want to start collecting U.S. coins again, but not with Whitman. Well, Ray, you might check with Ashes. Ashes is in the room, I think. Ray might be in shortly. You might see that we're farting around here. I do not know, though. I bump into a lot of times old Danskos. There's a 28 Philly, and that's not needed. I need. Negative 50? You can keep that. I'll do a couple more. I'm going to have to pick up the sister-in-law here shortly. She might be calling in shortly. No new Danskos yet, but I have access to them. Just sent Ringmaster Ray a large cent Dansko today. Really? So there you go, Maniac. I gotta take a picture of something here real quick. Rock Solid Stacker, what's going on? Raymond Livingston, how are you? G-Dub, what's going on? Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. Rock Solid, do I have you? Let me make sure I got you, bro. I shouldn't assume, I guess. Go to Chanel. I didn't. Oh, yeah. Is that a new name? Great job on your channel. Holy crap. Oh, I was over here at this one. Jump in and win some silver and gold. Yeah, I was over there on that one. Thank you for coming in. G-Dub, what's going on? Raymond, thank you for coming in. Raymond, let me make sure I got you. Go to Chanel. Nope. What do you got going on? You like the Tupacs. My tunes. Nothing wrong with Tupac. I'm a Tupac guy. I'll knock my speakers in the dirt in my truck with some Tupac. May not look like it, but I am. So I got you. You have no subscribers, bro. Or you got them hidden. That's all right. I'll be your first. And G-Dub, what's going on with you? How are you? Go to channel. I'm subscribed. Really? Did you find that seated in a $50 roll, that Ender G-Dub? I found an 1871, 1874 seated in my oldest coin I ever found, and it was live. But you found that O? It was an 1858 O in a roll. Man, that's beautiful. That is so nice. Holy crap. No content. What the problem is? 300 subscribbles. All right, Ashes. I'll chat with you later. Send me an email, please. In a square box right in the middle looking up at me. Haha, that's a good day, Tater. That's a good day, Tater. March 8th to the 10th is the Edmonton Coin Show, Canada's largest coin show. I'll be working the evaluation table for the Edmonton Numismatic Society. Really? That'll be fun. We've got a big coin show coming up in my town here in Colorado Springs. The A&A. Uh-oh. I left it on too long. Holy crap. Do you see how dark it turned? It's a 29. We got it out of there. Yeah, it's going to be a hoot, Moose. 29 Denver. I already got it. I left the hot sauce on that one a little bit too long. Anything of note in my $50 hunts? I rarely can even get any. Well, we had the 64 ounce box. I had a 40 ounce box. I had a 20 something ounce box. I had the seated $50 box. I had a box that had over 100 proofs in it. But they're few and far between. I mean, the box that I opened up on the stream one time for, I guess it was 5 people. I did a video on it. 5 people shared the silver out of one box, because it was back when I was doing a lot of hunts, and I don't know. I think they got 10 ounces of silver apiece, or close to it, 7.5 or something. Crazy. Oh, that's an 18. Now we know what's going on. It's an 18 Philly. I don't need that one. I need the 18 San Francisco. Are lucky in the U.S. Loads of choices for coins compared to the Raymond, thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate that so much. Let me, yeah, I think we are lucky too, Raymond. I watch a lot. I watch some hunting from the UK. Though they give you guys some stuff to look at, but it's newer stuff. And I get it. I mean, I don't know. I think they should. Same $200 of customer wrapped coins get passed around by the bank. Oh, no, that is not a thing, Moose. Oh, man. Let me go to your channel, Raymond. Oh, yeah, I already did. Prices are better over there. Here's a 25. Hey, David, what's going on, bud? 25 Philly. Don't need it. I like your 50 cent, 50 euro. And yes, I do still have my British collection, taken a long time to build. My last piece was a 58 barmaid's ruin. I don't know that coin. Bloody autocorrect. Ruin. Oh. Try putting some BIGFLIP stickers on a few so you can track the repeatability. Oh, trust me. I have 50,000 of them out there. I find them occasionally. No, that's not a thing. Matter of fact, I know, because I used to run up and down. I used to run up and down the Front Range here, all the way Cheyenne, Wyoming, all the way down to Albuquerque, New Mexico, picking up coins. Then I used to step off into Texas and pick some up. Kansas. What does nicodate do to silver? I don't know. Want me to slap some on there? I'll put it on the holy one. Holy 40%ers? A double florin? Is that what it was? I'm going to do it right now, Mark. From what I understand, it's the only pre-decimal coin in Britain that is still considered legal tender. A silver piece that's worth far more than the face value. So you guys do still have coins running. Oh, I guess one coin running around that's silver. Oh, look what we're going to put it on. I got this holy 67. So let's drop it. Let's drop it on. Let's give him a booger. See what happens. It's probably going to blow up. How much time should we give it, Mark? We have a lot of pre-20 silver still floating around. 320, pre-20 925. Oh, it's getting pretty dark. Yeah, Mark wanted to see, so we'll try it. Yeah, it just made it ugly. There's a lot of Mexican silver that has this ugly spots on them from testing silver. 29 in the room. Thank you so much. Yeah, I found this recently. This is probably my newest $50 silver find. Dip it. See if it burns that off. Look how jacked that drill bit was. I don't even think it had an edge. I'm pretty sure they used a wooden stick to get through that. That looks like a 23. Philly. Nope, 21 and 24 and a 26. Don't need that one. Anything to break or destroy shit, right, Mark? That's how we roll. It's a 27. Don't need it. Don't need it. $21. $21. Come on, S. Nope. Don't need it. Don't know what it is. It's a 20-something. She is at work. I gotta go pick up her sister. Her sister. But you'll be glad to know, Johnny, my father's house goes on the market tomorrow. All the work is done. Well, we still have to clean the pond. We'll probably go up this weekend and clean the pond, but I won't. I'll make my sister do it. Flip side is at work. She's had a couple of full days of not doing anything but going to work, which she needed to do because she was getting way behind. No, my sister has her own. My sister. Oh, yeah. Yes. If it wasn't for her, I'd still be a month behind on getting that house on the market. 29. She did a hellacious amount of work. Her and her family, they are really hard workers. They're cowboys. It's a 20-something D. What is that? 29D? I think it's a 29D. Yeah, it's a 9D. Super hard workers. Like 3 of my nephews, my niece that my nephew married, my brother-in-law, my sister, flip side, myself, carpet layers, that's really all we farmed out was the carpet. And it took us, I told myself I would be done. When my father passed, I said I would be done with the estate in 90 days. Well, it took a month for my mom to find a place and get moved out. So really, we did all the work on his house and got it ready for the market in 9 weeks. 2 months and 1 week, which is pretty good for us. I think it's really good myself. So 29 Denver, I don't need that. 27, 28. I need the 31S. I don't need the 29 Denver. 29 Denver. I still have about, I don't know, 20 more coins to go. No, 30. I'll be doing another stream when I get home after picking my sister-in-law up. Ooh, here's a good one. Can't see anything of this one. No conflicts with the family. No, there's a little bit with my stepmom. She took more than she was supposed to, but she was married to my father for 30 years. But they had a prenup, and she got to keep her stuff, and he got to keep his stuff. And so it is what it is. I don't. Between me and my sister, there will never be a problem. Between me and my family, there will never be a problem. I think as a parent, you need to do your due diligence on making your estate as easy for your children as possible. And if you don't do that, it's bad news. It really, what happens is, you're supposed to be grieving, right? You're supposed to feel bad about the loss of a parent. You're supposed to, go down that road, but it was such a pain in the ass. Every day was a pain in the ass or a fight over something, with getting information or locating information or getting through to insurance companies or getting through to his retirement or doing something. It was always something every day. And it got to the point to where what wasn't taken care of offset the grieving part. So instead of grieving, you just got upset that you had another day of fighting. It should have been, everything should have been ducks in a row, which it will be for me. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to give my kids, I'm not going to make, I have a stepdaughter and I have a true son. I'm not going to leave my laundry out there for everybody else to fold. And that's basically what it was. So, yeah, no conflicts. We'll get through it. It is what it is. My sister's going to do with her money what she wants to do with it, and what I'm going to do with my money is totally up to me. We gave to the grandkids. We're going to give the grandkids some more. It's just really sad that you had to get upset. It was just always something every day. So instead of being able to grieve, 18S, you had to deal with the bullshit every day. Hey, I need that 18S. Right there. Right there. Nice. Take care, guys. Oh, Raymond, thank you very much. About your father and your family issues. Good luck. Yeah, I hate dragging that. I hate stream after stream after stream talking about that crap. But it's almost over, Johnny. It's almost over. We put it on the market for a little more than I think it's worth, but Raymond, thank you so much. We have 25 in the room, almost 1,000 views. Thank you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're in the room, make sure that you ping in so the bot can give you coins. If you don't ping in, the bot doesn't know you're here. Sorry about that, guys. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 more Indians to find. We're not going to find it all 16 out of this pile, but might get some more. Hey, there's a 16. Look at how that thing just popped right out now. Like me anyway. Inkman will call you the Wambulance, alright? It's a 16 Philly. Man, that thing popped out there. Holy crap. And don't need it. Just be glad you didn't have those problems. My friend's father died with only a handwritten will. His intention was for his second wife to live on the property until her death. Yeah, and that's what we kept telling him as he was, as he was getting worse and worse, to just get his ducks in a row. And he would never do it. He would never do it. And then when it was super weird, Johnny. It was so weird that after he passed, the paperwork started to show up. Paperwork that we'd never seen before, and paperwork would show up in spots that I know wasn't there 3 and 4 and 5 months ago in that one specific spot. I know it wasn't there. It was just super weird how it was going down. Like, we couldn't find his gun, his handgun, for the longest time. And it was super weird that, like, the prenup and a will all showed up one week. Then the next week, all the identification and stuff for what he had going on in life, like social security number and canceled driver's license, all that stuff showed up the next week. And then I put up a big stink about a gun that was missing, and the people that were running the estate were going to keep an eye out for it. And then all of a sudden it showed up. And it was like one thing after the other. It was like, holy crap. So there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that, you can't prove, but I think that's a 20, I don't know, we're going to have to date that one. I already had a ride in that back in December, still dealing with the repercussions and the concussions and fractured ribs, neck, and right arm still hurts occasionally. What the? Oh yeah, I remember, man. Like most people. Wait a minute. People like you, bro. I don't know of anybody who doesn't. Everybody on this earth is an acquired taste. There's a reason that I get 50 people in a room and not hundreds. It's because I'm an acquired taste. I mean, there's 27,000 subscribers over 6 years on my channel, and I'm lucky if I get 60 people in my room at once. It's just because people move on. They change. You guys are going to have to give me a second. This one is a 1920 Philly, and I don't need it. All right, I got to go pick up my sister-in-law. I will be back on later on tonight, finishing up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, 32, about 35. Slick Nicks. The ocean called. They want all their coconut encrusted shrimp back. God damn, that was a good shrimp. G-Dub, what's going on? My neck and my right arm still hurts occasionally. $21 in the room. Thank you all for that. This stream has over 1,200 views because of the vertical layout. You guys are thinking, well, that sucks. Well, and here's the trick. You do not have to have a special setting. If you do a vertical layout on YouTube, it automatically goes to YouTube Short Live. So this is not a regular live. This is a YouTube Short Live. So if you're wading through YouTube Shorts and you see one of the videos that says live and you click on live, then it's going to send you up the string of YouTube lives. So just a heads up, it doesn't take a special setup or any of that. All you have to do is vertically set it up on your Streamlabs desktop or your OBS, and then it automatically goes live. Did anyone ask to see your shorts? No. Maybe later. I am going to stream later. And then tomorrow I will get my... I bought a collection. I had somebody send me their collection out of the blue. And wanted some money for it, so I did that. So I got quite a few items that came with this collection. I don't know, probably 50 items. There's probably a whole auction list here. I gave him a good deal. Alright guys, I will see you on the next one. Look for a stream a little bit later on where I finish going through these. I have a few more that I can go through. And then, I don't know. I'll see you guys on the next one. Till I see you again, do something nice for somebody. Pay it forward every chance you get. And let's just be good people. And you all have a great day, okay? Please take care. Thank you, Mods. Thank you, Old Town. I appreciate that. Have a great one.